on the Coach Brew Show. Give it up. If we do what we did last week, we'll be here next Tuesday. Coach Brew, big win last week. Let's talk about that to start things off.
Well, you're correct. It was a big win, and very pleased. It was our 12th straight first round home game, and 12th straight win in the first round. So very pleased, proud of our guys. Thought we played well in all three phases of the game, and came away with a good win.
All right, we're not going to do the good, bad, and the ugly, or are we moving on?
Oh yeah, we can do that, definitely.
All right, the good, bad, and the ugly.
Yeah. So I'll talk about the good first. I thought that Salmon had a tremendous quarterback, right? Special athlete. So for our defense to play the way they did and give up 15 points, I was very proud of those guys. I thought we did a good job of corralling him in, and played really well on that side of the ball. Offensively, thought we were very efficient in what we did. Held on to the football. Had 7 rushing touchdowns, so that's always a monster right there. We had opportunities to score in the red zone. We did, and that's what you got to do, especially when you're trying to make a playoff run. You got to do that. Special teams. I think we were 6 of 7 on extra points. That last extra point got a little interesting out there, but it is what it is. But we blocked the punt on defense, so that's a huge deal. What did we talk about last week about, you block a punt, 75% chance you're winning the football game, right? So very pleased. All three phases, I thought our kids played hard. I thought they played well. I thought they had a great week of preparation coming off the bad week 10 we had. So I was very proud of our guys for that.
Okay, I have an Ask Coach Brew question early.
Yeah.
Have you ever faked a punt from your own 20? Not go for it on 4th. Faked a punt.
Yeah. I think we may have way early on here. Seems like we did. But I think the fake punt game is it's a feel for me. I think it's one of those things where, if you're confident in the call and you like the way it's set up and it's feel, you like how the game's going or whatever, you give yourself a chance to get it taken care of. I was very surprised that Salmon tried to do that, just with what was going on in the game right there. They weren't moving the football at all, so even if you get the fake punt right there on your own 20, and now you got it first down on your own 25, is the juice worth the squeeze, right? Because they weren't doing anything offensively. So I don't know. That one certainly surprised me.
Okay, let's stay on fake punts.
Yeah.
You lost one of you lost one of your arrows.
God, man. The eagle had landed. I was so excited to call it, executed it. We get a flag on it, and I go back and watch the film, and then I get super mad about it, right? Because Galen Conrad destroyed the guy he was blocking. I'm talking about manhandled him, lifted him, and just planted. It was a beautiful block. And for that 60-yard fake punt to get called back, we wasted it. It's on film now, you know what I mean? And then to have it called back, I was not happy, I can tell you. And referee was adamant with me that it was definitely a hold, and 3 referees saw it and everything else, and I went back and watched it. Okay, I mean, I thought it was a pretty good effort by our kid.
Okay. 1 or 2 other things on the game last week. It took the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah. And
we finally had somebody on the crew on the other sideline working the down markers. What happened?
Right.
It was a little late this year, Miss Diane. Don't look at me like that. Usually it's the third or fourth game where one of them gets kicked out.
Right. I don't know, man. All I know is they came across and said they were removing a guy off the chains, and did I have anybody else? And I was like, no, I'm sorry, we don't have anybody else, right? So then they got everything figured out or whatever. I don't really know. I didn't ask after that. I don't really know what went on over there. But it happens, I guess.
An eventful night, nonetheless.
In the corral.
All right. So this week, our opponent is a familiar opponent.
Yeah.
We'll get into that in just a second. We got to do the brackets first.
Oh, the brackets. Yep.
All right. Jack has not arrived yet, so we may have a guest picker, but we're going to go through the brackets first, then we're going to talk about this week's opponent, then I'll have your picks for next week.
All right.
So, Westgate and Airline, you and Jack both, you thought Airline was going to win that thing.
Jeez.
Any idea what happened in that game?
I don't know, but I originally had picked Westgate, and then I went back after I picked all of them.
You can see the scratches. You see, look, there's a scratch. You had Westgate.
Unbelievable.
All right.
Cost me the dud.
Terrebonne and Nakua Central, you both picked that. No surprises there.
No surprises, no.
Southeast Prairieville, you both picked that. No surprises there. Central and Dutchtown.
Both picked that one. Yeah.
East Ascension, boy, they put up some points.
Yeah.
Beat West Ouachita, but you and Jack both picked that game.
Right.
Broncos win. Jack picked Santa Maria. I tried to talk him out of that pick.
I mean, listen, Santa Maria's got a really good football team. There's no doubt about it. But the analytics, the percentages just tell you if they're on the road, even if you think they're going to win it, I think you got to pick against it just because, I mean, history has shown that's what's probably going to happen. Now, that's a long drive. And you get lined up against a super, super athletic team. So, I don't know, man. Coach Crowder, is that Babin kid, the quarterback, is he a senior? He is? Wow, he's a heck of a ball player. I hate to see his season end like that, but he's a good ball player. But they got a tough draw. I'm telling you, I told you, Ouachita's a good football team.
All right, Hahnville and Slidell. For some reason, both of you picked Slidell.
I picked Slidell because I have a friend of mine. His name is Mark Jumper John Mard, and he is the athletic director at Slidell. And he assured me that the Slidell Tigers were ready to roll and that Hahnville was a little down this year, and he felt super comfortable going into this game. So I picked the Slidell Tigers.
Well, Jack did too. Parkway over Covington, you both got that one. Okay. This has got to be the biggest upset of the week. Barb destroys a 7 seed versus a 26 seed. What happened?
Who'd they beat?
Barb beat Northwood Shreveport.
Yeah. The Barb Buccaneers, baby. The thing on Barb, from what I'm told, is they can score 50 a week. They got a great offense. The problem is they give up 51. So, but apparently not this week. Apparently they did what they needed to do. They went up north and got a win. Who do they have this week now?
West Monroe.
Rebels. Right?
Yep.
Interesting.
All right, West Monroe. Everybody picked them to beat South Lafourche.
Yep.
Mandeville with a minor upset over the Thibodeau Tigers. You picked Thibodeau.
I did. I was riding the Narcisse train over there in Thibodeau. It got derailed the other night, but it's a good win for them.
All right, let's do this, Coach Brew. Why don't we get an introduction of who our player of the week is for this week, our coach/coaches of the week this week.
Yep.
And we'll take a quick break. After the break, you stay here. We'll do our picks for next week.
All right, sounds good. All right, so our Farm Bureau player/players of the week this week. Proudly, I get to sit here and tell you it's our offensive line this week. It's a tremendous group that's been a stable group for us all year long. Anytime you can rush the ball for 7 touchdowns in a playoff game, that's a monster, man. That's really, really big. So I think that, Jeremy Patton and Tyler Lewis and old Sarge Hollandquist, they had to be fired up running behind that O-line, and those guys, sometimes you're gonna have those kind of nights where you don't throw any touchdowns, but I can tell you we were certainly very happy with the way we played up front. We've been happy with the way we played up front all season long. Coach Jason Davis, their guy, is tremendous. He's been tremendous for a long, long time. He continues to be a mainstay on our staff and does an awesome job with those guys, and they believe in him, and he believes in them, and they are the most stable unit on our football team right now, and that's I can't say enough good things about those guys. Like I said, Coach Davis, the Farm Bureau Coach of the Week, he's the old the patriarch on the staff, not as far as age is concerned, but as far as number of years put in. And Zachary's been here a long, long time. He's made it through several head coaching changes, and awesome guy, awesome family. And so, I love coaching with him every day. I have a ton of respect for him. Our second Farm Bureau Coach of the Week is our Strength and Conditioning Coordinator, Richard Johnson. Richard, Coach Rich has been a great addition to our staff. Certainly a Zachary guy now, right? He's held a bunch of different positions within our school system, and he just keeps on moving up. Handles his business, does a tremendous job. Our guys are in shape, our guys are strong, and they believe in his system. So I thought it was extremely important to make sure that we got him up here this week and let everybody get a chance to hear a little bit about his history as a coach and where he's been, and so we're excited about having him up here tonight.
All right, so we're going to take our first break. Get your questions in. Miss Diane, what kind of good stuff you got tonight? Gift cards, hats, t-shirts. Get your questions in.
All right.
We'll take a quick break. round picks. Coach Brew, Jack has delegated his picking to the hitman, Massengill.
The hitman.
So, Brett, you need to listen up, because I'm not going to tell you the teams twice.
Right.
All right.
You know, I bet if Jack won the picks last week, he'd have been here tonight. But since he didn't win, you know, now he's not here. I see how it goes.
He said he had a work thing. I don't believe it.
Sure he does.
All right, let's just jump into it.
Yeah, fire it on me.
Ruston Westgate.
I'm going to go with the Bearcats of Ruston up in North Louisiana.
All right, Coach Brew goes with Ruston. Terrebonne Southside, 8 versus 9.
I heard there was an injury. I can't give my sources because Hitman may cheat. I'm going to go with Southside.
All right.
And the rushing attack of the Sharks. Fear the fin, baby.
All right, Central against EA, who now has an offense.
Right. Do you know what the score was? They played each other in the Jamboree. You know what the score was?
Central and EA?
Yeah.
No.
40-something to 7, Central.
In a Jamboree?
In a Jamboree. Ooh. Right. So I think Central scored a lot of points last week. I think they're playing well on defense right now. I'm gonna go with the Wildcats.
All right, we're going to skip past Zachary Denham Springs because we know who we think there.
Yep.
All right, Destrehan, Washita.
Wow. I'm going with the upset.
Oh,
the Lions of Washington.
All right, you heard it here. He went against the grain.
Yep.
How about Hanville Parkway? Hanville's got to go to Shreveport.
Yeah. And because of that, I'm going to go Parkway.
All right, Coach Brew goes with Parkway. Barb and West Monroe.
You know, one of the greatest football games in the playoffs happened between those two. JD, that was Barb and West Monroe that time, right? How many were they down and came back and won? 3 or 4 touchdowns?
4 touchdowns.
Yeah. Barb came back and won that game. What was the receiver's name that was so good? Trey Quinn, yeah, so Barb was down 4 touchdowns in the 4th quarter and came back and won that game. So it's one of the greatest playoff wins in Barb history. I'm going to go with the Rebels up there in Don Shao Stadium. I'm going to go with the Rebels.
All right. Your last pick. Mandeville's got to go up to Neville.
Who does?
Mandeville.
Yeah. The Mandeville had a bye this week. Got a little extra fresh legs there in their home stadium. I'm going to go with the Neville Tigers.
All right.
You got to make sure that the next picker that gets it, you say who the underdog is and the favorite.
Oh, sure.
Right. Okay.
I wouldn't.
Really important.
I know Brett's done his
I hope he wasn't listening to all my picks.
Look, he's back there playing on his phone trying to figure out who the common opponents are and how many points they've scored. All right, well, with no further ado, come on, Massengill, let's go.
Am I relieved of my duties?
What's that?
Am I relieved of my duties for now?
For a short amount of time. Then I want you to talk about those yellow jackets.
Okay, all right.
Come around. Oh. Westgate.
Westgate's going to score points. They're going to score a lot of points.
I don't want commentary. I want picks. I send you down to the sideline to replace Jack, and you write a treatise and don't even ask a question.
The ratings went up when they put me.
All right, who do you like?
Give me Rusty.
Boy, you're really stepping out of the box there. Terrebonne Southside.
Give me Terrebonne.
Oh!
There it is.
All right, tell me why.
Why? Because their running back is top 7 in the state in rushing yards and touchdowns.
You hear this? I'm impressed. Did you just Google that?
Knowledge.
No, I'm impressed, man. All right. Central EA. You know if you pick
You
EA.
ought to know that I cannot pick Central.
Hey, that's my boy.
East Ascension rolls.
Oh, good pick. Good pick. Love it. I know you're picking the Broncos over the Yellow Jackets. Destrehan, Washington. Are you going to go against Brew again?
Man, Destrehan is traditionally a powerhouse, right? They're
Yeah.
one of the last teams to go, 30-0, back-to-back state championship seasons. Got a guy named Jordan Jefferson.
Look at this guy.
One of the greatest playoff games we've had in recent memory was the 35-14 win when Hudson Spangle was a senior at touchdown when they were favored over us. Yep. So I'm going to go with Destrehan here.
That's going to be a great football game.
Oh my gosh. Hitman has gone against Brew on every pick so far. Hahnville Parkway.
Parkway's offense is too good. Parkway's going to score 60.
Okay. Barb and the Rebels.
What seed is Barb?
What about it?
26.
26 seed, on the road to West Monroe. I think y'all mentioned it earlier. I couldn't hear it because it's got the radio on. The Trey Quinn, the quarterback, was Ken Fontenot, ended up playing baseball at UL. And then Trey Quinn, Ken LSU, went up to, I think, Southern TCU. And then played, he was Mr. Irrelevant in the draft. He was Mr. Irrelevant, the Redskins picked him.
That's right.
So,
You're in the zone tonight, by the way.
I'm in the zone, and I'm going to tell you this. I know I'm going to go against my buddy Fudge back there, but man, Barb is scoring some points, and their Barb's running back is a guy named Jordan Griffin, the LSU baseball commit. So let's go ahead and put that. Give me Barb.
Wow. If Jack knew your picks right now, these are your picks. These are no longer Jack's picks. These are your picks. All right, last one. Mandeville and Neville.
They're playing in Bill Russell Stadium, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, it's over. Neville by the landslide.
All right. We'll find out next Tuesday. But I will tell you this. There's only 2 in common, so we're going to have a definite winner next week. Thank you, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Great job.
All right, Coach Brew. Big challenge this week. We scrimmaged them to start the season. Talk about the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets.
The Denham Springs Yellow Jackets. They're having a tremendous season this year so far. Winning a lot of games. Very hot team right now. They're scoring a ton of points on offense. 41 senior football players. 41 seniors on that team. So the most Brett's ever had over there. And then they're coached by the one and only Brett Beer. You know, I mean, the guy is a really good football coach. Has had a lot of success everywhere he's been. Has been local his last 3 jobs. So Denham Springs now. He was at Live Oak before that, and then Woodlawn before there. So Brett does a really good job. He does a good job of motivating those guys and that community over there. Here's what I can promise you. That place on Friday night is going to be electric. It is going to be rocking, right? Brand new stadium, hosting a 2nd round playoff game. They had a bye in week 1, so, you know, didn't get a chance to watch the Jackets play last week, so they'll all be there Friday. It's going to be an unbelievable atmosphere. It's going to be what South Louisiana 5A football is supposed to be about, you know, in the playoffs. And I'm certainly I'm excited about having the opportunity to coach in a game like that. I'm excited about the opportunity to watch our kids play in that kind of game. You know, our guys, our football team has we've played in 12 straight 2nd round games. You know, I mean, like we're used to this kind of this kind of pressure in week 2 of the playoffs and what that entails, and I'm excited about it. You know, when you watch Denham on tape, they've got a lot of really good athletes on offense. Golden kids, you know, the quarterback and the receiver, they light it up pretty good. You know, they got a really good, capable running back. I tell you, who's super impressive is their left tackle, number 78. His name is Nate Black. I've been watching him a lot on film, and you know, he's a pretty good ball player. So it also happens to be my nephew, but he's you know, he's been starting for him all year, and he's a good football player. So they do a good job up front. They do their offense is fun to watch. Now I'm gonna tell you, their defense is salty now. You know, Brett always puts a really good defense on the field, and you know, they do a lot of different things. They're going to twist and stunt, blitz, and do all kinds of things out of that 3-4 look, and you know, they make things difficult. So, you know, it's everything you would expect with a good second-round matchup in the 5A playoffs. You know, certainly a formidable team, certainly a formidable coach and coaching staff, and a community over there that believes right now that they are all heading in the right direction and that they're going to make a deep run in the playoffs. So, you know, have an opportunity to go line up against those guys. We're excited about it. And I'm going to be honest with you, we just feel like we don't have anything to lose, you know? We don't feel like there's any pressure on us because, I mean, hell, we're a 13 seed. Nobody's picking us to win that thing, and I understand that. We're on the road going into somebody else's place, and you know, it is what it is. We'll just let it all hang out and try to go get it done, right? So looking forward to it. Should be a great week.
All right, we're going to take a break. We only have 2 questions, so we're not going to do a drawing this break. Let's get the questions in. We'll do a drawing after the break, or the next break. And when we come back, our Farm Bureau Coach of the Week, we'll go with Coach Johnson.
All right, Coach Rich is going to be the first one. All right, that sounds good.
Wait till he gives me the point. All right, folks, your first Farm Bureau Coach of the Week, Coach Richard Johnson. All right, Coach, before we get too far into this, I saw a young lady there who was all fired up. Are there some people that you want to recognize out in the audience?
Yes, my lovely wife over here, Morgan Johnson, also teaches in the district, teaches kindergarten at Northwestern Elementary. And the boss of the house over here, my little 8-year-old Sophia Johnson. She's 8 years old, in 3rd grade, doing really good in school right now. Proud of her, very, very proud of her.
All right, so Coach Johnson, let's start first with what you're doing now here at Zachary.
I am the head strength conditioning coach at Zachary High School. So all of our athletes, all of our sports come through the weight room, and I train each and every last one of them to the best of my ability.
Okay. Coach Brew said, get him to tell you all the places he's been. Where do you want to start?
All right, so
Where'd you go to high school?
well, went to high school. I'm originally from Norfolk, Virginia.
Norfolk, Virginia.
Norfolk, Virginia. So went to school in Norfolk, Virginia. Went to Norfolk State University. Played football there. From there, grad school at Springfield College up in Massachusetts. All the schools that I've been at.
You're a Yankee. You were the northern boy.
Oh yeah, I got a little northern in me. Been at Georgia State, Georgia Tech, Auburn. Where else? University of Maine, Springfield College, University of Rhode Island, Prairie View A&M, Southern University, and now Zachary.
Man,
Yeah, been traveling.
I love it. Putting some miles in. So, do you have a philosophy on strength? Let's just keep it on football. Do you have a kind of a philosophy on how you like to work the boys for football?
Yes. First and foremost, I use ground-based exercises, which is just a fancy term for doing things mostly that stand on your feet, because that's where the game of football is played. I believe in using the Olympic lifts, so we'll clean, we'll jerk, we'll squat, we'll deadlift, bench, overhead press. We'll do all of those different things to make sure our boys are getting strong. Definitely big on developing, posterior chain, which is all the muscles you don't see in the mirror, hamstrings, back. Those are the muscles that I believe make you go. So strength is, my philosophy is strength is never a weakness. I've never heard anybody say I'm too strong to play my sport.
All right, so let's take it to other sports. So you also work with track team, basketball team. How different are the workouts for those guys?
Well, we're always going to do some kind of explosive lift when we come in, whether that be a plyometric where we're jumping, or we're going to be doing an Olympic lift. Then we'll transition it to a lower body strength exercise, whether it be squat, deadlift, lunges, something like that. Then we'll go to our upper body movements. And then from there, I try to base it off what the sport needs. So let's take baseball, for instance. A lot of shoulder care, making sure we do a lot of things to take care of that for baseball, softball, those type of things. Like our soccer team will do a lot of hamstring exercises to make sure those stay strong so they can be keep up their performance throughout the whole entire year. So I just base it off what the sport needs. So I look at the needs analysis of whatever sport I'm dealing with and base my programming off of that.
So do you max them?
I max football. Don't max the other sports so much, but I do max football. Matter of fact, the freshmen are in the middle of max testing the freshman football, doing max testing this week.
All right, so you started working with them. How many? Tell me how many of our boys can power clean over 225?
Oh, we're over 40. We're over 40.
All right. What's the other one? Is it squat? Is that a big one?
Yes.
And what's the goal on the squat? What's the
Well,
top numbers?
depending on the position, our D-line and O-line pretty much lead the way when it comes to squatting. Like we got several, 400 to 500 pound squatters over there. And a few of our guys are even power lifters with Coach Davis. So we got a very, very strong group of guys up front.
So they should come out of football and be ready for Coach JD.
Oh yeah,
for powerlifting.
Absolutely.
Y'all do a lot of stuff very similar.
Yes. So when JD is into his season, we work together for his power lifters, and he lets me know, all right, this guy has a meet, these guys have meets, we need to back off for what I'm doing in the weight room, because they'll still train with me, and then they'll go practice with JD. So we just work together. We make sure we communicate, and make sure we're getting the best out of the guys.
All right. These guys' favorite subject, conditioning. What's your philosophy on conditioning?
Oh, we're gonna run. We're gonna run a lot. That is my philosophy, and they'll tell you, I have a certain number that we're going to run. If we run any more than that, that's not on me. We run as much as they want to run. So there's certain guidelines we have. Can't jump off sides.
Yep.
Got to make your times. Hand behind the line. Got to touch the line. If you don't do those things, rep doesn't count. So we run as much as they want to run.
Okay, so you were at the middle school before you were at the high school.
Yes.
Had you been to a boot camp before this year?
No, I had not.
What'd you think?
It's different. It's different. It is an experience that until you go through it, words cannot describe it.
What'd you think of the Saturday night, turn the music on and just run them?
Oh yeah, that was great. That was absolutely great. That's right where I want to be. Blowing that whistle, get them going, get that music going, and they actually dominated the workout. They did a good job.
Okay, I ask every coach this. It's kind of a loaded question. Why is Zachary the best place you've ever coached?
I'll be honest. It's the community support that we get. It's the kids that come through the program, and it's all the coaches and support staff that work with the program. It's like nowhere else I've ever been.
Anything else you want folks to know about you and the things that you're doing with the boys and girls at Zachary High?
I just want everybody to come out, support every team that we have. Basketball just started up today. Soccer just started up today. It's an exciting time in Zachary with the fall sports and the winter sports co-mingling together right now. So it's a lot going on. So just come out and support all the athletes here at Zachary.
All right. I got a question from somebody for you.
All right.
How far will the Aggies go this season?
How where?
The Aggies?
The Aggies.
Are you an Aggies fan?
No,
Okay.
I don't know about that one.
We'll put that one to the side. All right. Your Farm Bureau. Coach of the Week, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you.
With the Farm Bureau Coach of the Week, Coach JD. Coach JD, you and I have done this a couple of times. I'm going to keep it short because what we're going to do is something a little bit different on the Coach Brew Show. The Players of the Week, the Coach of the Week is going to interview a couple of the Players of the Week, the senior offensive linemen. We're going to mix it up a little bit.
I like it.
Coach JD, how long have you been at Zachary?
23, this is 23 years, 23 years here at Zachary.
23 years. Can I get a clap? Come on.
That's quite a bit of time.
A little bit of time. All right, we've been talking about Barb. You went to Barb, didn't you?
Yeah, man, I'm an old Barb Buccaneer, man. Happy for those guys. Got a win there, a big upset win over Northwest Shreveport. Had some tough times after the hurricane and just getting kids back in numbers, but really happy for those guys to get that win. It's big for the program.
All right, so Coach JD also does powerlifting. Anything you want to say about powerlifting this year?
Yeah, powerlifting, man. We're starting. We have we'll start kicking off our season in January. Really looking forward to it. Really have some talented lifters coming back. Some young ladies that competed at the state meet, and they're coming back again. So really excited about those lifters this year.
All right, let's come to the subject at hand. Your offensive line. JD, is this the best we've run the ball in the last 12 years?
Yeah, going back to starting a little bit last year, the run game really picked up, and these guys have done a great job of buying in, and it's continued along with the running backs that we have. They really make it go. The guys up front, man, they work hard. They enjoy working together, and they work as a unit. And so it really works for us. And so it's really been good. It's really been exciting to see. It's been great to see these guys grow and continue to get better during the season. It's really been a pleasure to be a part of.
It was just a matter of time. I mean, both of the running backs came up here, and we had 2 running backs with 3 touchdowns apiece, and we had a senior with another touchdown. So why don't you talk about some of those offensive linemen?
Yeah, this year, left to right for our guys. On the left side, we have 2 juniors, Tavion, Richard, Cole Fudge, and then from center over to the right tackle, we have 3 seniors. You'll get to meet those guys here in just a second. Braden White, KJ Bailey, and Jaden Brown. These guys put in a lot of work. They work tremendously hard. They work great as a unit. And really proud to see those guys develop, man, and just take hold of what it is to be an offensive lineman, the pride that you got to have in it, the pride of going out there and getting better every day when there's not very much fanfare. And that's part that I really believe in, is those guys really trusting and believing in each other and knowing that, they depend on each other to get stuff done to make everybody else look better. We're really proud of that.
All right, before we bring the 3 seniors up here, Coach JD, why is Zachary the greatest place you've ever coached?
First of all, it's the only place I've ever coached. No. 23 years here, man. Like I said, I've been through a number of coaches. The one thing that has always been a constant is the support from the community. Sometimes we go on road games and we go into other people's stadiums, and you feel bad for the kids, the fact that they don't get the support that all kids that go out there and work that hard deserve. And every Friday night when we get to play in the corral, man, it's unbelievable. Road games, we've been on road games and we've had bigger crowds than the home team. So the community support's incredible. The kids that you get to work with on a day in, day out basis, man, it's really hard to find a better situation in high school in Louisiana than what we have here.
All right, let's get those 3 seniors up here. You got this?
I got it.
All right. Hey, I can't speak on the line.
All right, we are back here with the Player of the Week is our full offensive line group, but right here I have 3 special young men that are seniors in this program right now, and this segment is kind of about them. There's going to be 2 questions I want them each to answer after they introduce themselves to you. The first one is, what is your favorite moment as a Zachary Bronco? And then your second question will be, what does it mean to play alongside these other guys that you go to battle with every week? All right, first I'll give you guys a chance to introduce yourself and tell them what position you play.
I'm center, Braden White.
I'm the right guard, Keezy Bailey. I'm the right guard, Keezy Bailey.
I'm the right tackle, Jaden Brown.
Good. I know, huh? Golly, you got to pull the mic in closer. All right, these guys have done an incredible job. Kind of as an offensive lineman, it's such a tight-knit group. When it's your turn to be the senior, A lot comes with it. A lot comes with it, okay? A lot more pressure, a lot more responsibility, a lot more scrutiny on your play because you've been in this position for 3 years. You've gone through the routines, you've gone through the work, you've seen how the other guys before you have worked and what they have done, and we're lucky here to be in the position where these guys have been in the Superdome. These guys have seen seniors take a team to the Superdome, so they understand what the standard is, all right, what the standard is. In our room, in our film sessions, we constantly talk about the process over result. We constantly talk about the process over result, just because there's going to be times where you can do something and it works, but in the clutch situations, it's going to go back to the process. Maybe you did something and you got away with it early on, but if you don't rely on that process, it will never get you where you need to go in clutch situations. So those are the type of things that these guys understand, and they've seen the older guys, the guys that have come before them, and they've seen what that means to be a senior offensive lineman for this group. So I'm going to give them a second to, again, answer those two questions. What is their favorite moment as a Zachary Bronco? And then the second question was, what does it mean to play alongside these guys and go to battle with these guys on Friday nights? Okay, Braden, you get the first shot. Pull the mic close.
So my favorite moment was sophomore year, coming back when we were losing on the Friday, then coming back that Saturday and just seeing how he was able to completely turn the game around and come back and win. After we just came back and watched film and make corrections, how if we listen to the coaches, we can do whatever we want to do. We listen to them. And what it means is basically like how good it is to be on a team of like people who like depend on you. So like I know if I'm not doing what I need to do, I'm directly hurting these guys. It's not just about me, it's about working as a team, which I feel like that's gonna carry me throughout life, and that's how life is. You got people who depend on you, so it's not about you. Even if you don't feel like doing whatever you need to do, you got people who depend on you, so you don't really have a choice. You gotta do what you gotta do.
My favorite moment as a Zachary football player was when we went to the Dome, because watching all those playoff games, we going, pushing through adversity, winning. Now we finally here. I watched every senior. They had feelings. They was crying. They was happy. They had all type of strong moments, and they was able to get there. And what it means to me to play alongside these guys. It means a lot. We've been through the same pain, same struggles going through the football season, off season, and I've shared sweat and tears with these people beside me, and I love them.
My favorite moment is going to the Dome and just being a part of the experience, just seeing what it took to get there during the season, and just to be there. It was a good experience, and it's just where everybody wants to be at the end of the year, and that's really what my favorite moment is. And, to play next to these guys and those guys back there, it means everything, because you're able to go to war with your brothers every Friday night, and it's not just our position isn't just an individual position. It has to be all of us working together to get stuff right. And if one person messing up, all of us if one person messing up, we can't just be. One person can't just mess up and everything else go right. It's gonna have to be all of us together to do good in the game. So it means a lot to play next to these guys.
These guys have been a pleasure to coach along with the other guys in the offensive line room. It's a special room. It's a special bond because no one understands what we do, what we go through, and kind of our life like the people in that room. Nobody understands that. And it's really, really a special place with some special people who are unbelievably selfless to make sure that everybody else has success. And I believe in life that's going to carry these guys a long way, because I say this year in, year out, all the time. a selfless leader is what you are going to be as a husband and a father, and that's the way this position works. And I believe it creates great young men, great husbands, and great fathers.
Take a quick break.
I like it. Good job, guys. Good job.
The Ford F-250 out front. Before we get into all that, Coach Brew, talking about the O-line. I know you played O-line. I know you like to talk about it.
Yeah, I love it. I love watching those guys play, man. I think the mentality they play with, that Coach Davis instills in those guys up front is super special. The fact that they play for the unit just does my heart good, man. That's the way that position is supposed to be played. And JD does a hell of a job with those guys, and they buy into what he's selling. And that's huge. And we would certainly not have the rings on our fingers that we have and the skins on the wall without his efforts and the efforts of our O-line over the years. So year in, year out, certainly a stable group, and they kill it, man. And I'm proud to be their head coach, no doubt. Thank you, JD. Great job.
You want to go lighthearted? You want to go in deep?
Roll with it, brother. You ain't got much time now. Yeah, the Havoc House is rocking over there.
Well, let's start with,
okay.
What is your favorite uniform combination?
I'm going to tell you, I love our, man, I get asked this every year and it changes. Look at my boy Michael Brown back there.
Don't you say that. Don't you say that.
Huh? You like those all blacks, huh? Yeah, we play well in those things. I tell you that new set of Jordan white unis that we have, pretty special. They look good, but I love the UCLA striped white uniforms that we have. That's a clean look, and we've won a lot of games in those, so I like them.
All right, let's get into the meat. Last time Zachary played Denham Springs in a playoff game was 2014.
Yeah.
You remember who the head football coach was?
Oh, yes. The one and only, the Pirate, Drew Nettles. The Pirate was the head coach. I'm going to tell you something great about that night. Lindsey Scott hurt his ankle bad the week before, week 1. I thought it was broken. So he's in treatment all week long, and we have the all-district meeting that week. So, of course, I'm putting out at the all-district. There's no way Lindsey's playing this week, you know. I mean, he's severely injured, and so we get to Yellow Jacket Stadium, and we're lined up, and we're going through pregame, and we hold Lindsey out of pregame early on, right? So Coach Nettles, boy, he's looking around trying to see if he can see 18 anywhere, you know, and he's nowhere to be found. And Coach Nettles has got a little smirk on his face, you know. And then we go into team, and 18 comes trotting out on the field, and it looked like someone kicked Coach Nettles' puppy. Right? I mean, his face just dropped. And I was by him. He didn't know I was standing by him. And I said, "Hey, Drew." And he turned and looked at me. I said, "He's playing, and he feels really good tonight, you know." And we had a great night that night, and Lindsey led us, and we had a great win. And me and Drew still laugh about that night to this day. You know, he said, "I just knew he wasn't going to play." I said, "Yeah." He had his cape on underneath that uniform. You know, that was a great night.
So, how has the team prepared for a hostile environment?
Well, I think traditionally when we've gotten into the postseason, our guys have always kicked it up a notch year after year. That's just kind of what we do. And this week really hasn't been any different. You know, when I could see an absolute change the Sunday we came in to start the postseason, and our guys had a great week last week, and then this week has been the same. You know, certainly doing a great job of preparation. Things are a little bit more energized at practice. The intensity level has gone up, and you know, they're excited about still playing and trying to go 1-0 this week, right? And so I got to give it to our players and our coaches. They're getting after it pretty well.
All right, last question.
Yeah.
Of course, Ann Nielsen.
Yeah.
Scott, she's the brains of the operation. You know that, right?
I got to channel my inner master's degree to get rid of answers and throw some serious ones out there. Right?
So it's not often that Zachary has the underdog role in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Do you prepare differently, and what is your approach in motivating your team?
Yeah. I don't change the approach at all. I think at this point you're in the postseason, so if I've got to motivate you as a player right now, we got a problem anyway, right? The motivation is simply you either are practicing on Monday next week or you are turning your stuff in for inventory, right? So as far as motivation is concerned, that's enough motivation there for anybody, I would think. But like I said earlier, we have been in these positions so often over the last 12 years that there's not like extra stuff going on to try and get them ready. I mean, like, you can tell there's a difference in practice. You can tell there's a difference in the weight room, and there's a difference in the film room right now. There's a difference the way our coaches are handling things. It's just different, and that is the postseason, and that is the standard at Zachary High School. And so year in and year out, that's just the way that's going to be. It doesn't matter what our seed is. It doesn't matter, you know, we've played in the Louisiana Superdome as a 1 seed. We've played in the Louisiana Superdome as a 8 or 9 seed, I think, one year. It just is what it is. At this point in the season, in 5A, it's about who's playing the best ball and the most consistent, clean version of a team. And those are the ones that usually have the most success. And that's what our game plan is week in and week out. Play to the standard that is Zachary football and get it done. That's it. Period. End of story.
All right, close this out. Denham Springs,
Yeah.
regional round.
Yeah, awesome night. We're looking forward to having on Friday. Packed house in Denham, electric atmosphere. Certainly need as many Broncos as we can to make that trip over there. It's not a far drive at all. It's a beautiful new stadium. It's a beautiful new field house that they just built. You know, the people of Denham Springs just passed a tax for their school district a year and a half ago, with overwhelming results to make sure that they did the things they needed to do in their school district, and then built this beautiful set of facilities over there, and they really take a lot of pride in that, and so I'm anxious to go get to play in that environment, in that atmosphere, in that stadium. I mean, it's going to be awesome. Those people are super excited about their school. They always are. They have great school support over there, great support for their school district. And, we're excited about having the opportunity to get in there and go play and experience that new place over there. So we'd love to have everybody come out, come watch our boys play. I've certainly, it's the playoffs, so I'm super excited about it. Our guys, our kids are super excited about going to play over there. Let's hit the road, become those road warriors that we know our guys can be, and let's go get it done. We're excited about it. So hope to see everybody there on Friday. Go Broncos.